The Reverend Metropolitan Mouneer Hanna, the head of the Episcopal Church in Cairo. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Reverend Metropolitan Mouneer Hanna. Hi, how are you?
I am Bishop Mouneer, the bishop of the Episcopal Anglican Church in Egypt, North Africa, and the Horn of Africa.
I'm sorry, Bishop, for the mistake.
That's fine. No problem. I'm just
hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Can you please tell us what was been going on for the past week or two, and what they call as terrorist attacks on churches and places? Can you please tell us what was going on?
Yes. Before the dispersion, the completion of the dispersion of the demonstration in Rabaa and in
Nahda. Yeah.
The attacks to the different churches and also some institutions related to these churches happened all at once in many parts in Egypt. Not only the churches, but also police stations.
Yes.
And I think the aim behind this is to attract the attention of the international community in order to intervene in the situation in Egypt.
Yes.
Fortunately, the churches didn't give this opportunity to the demonstrators and to the terrorists who did all these terror. Also, they wanted to attack the police stations in order to cause a situation of panic.
A panic and riot.
Yes, and paralyze the police.
Yes.
But again, this didn't happen, and the police were very alert to this plan.
Mm-hmm.
But I must say that I was touched by two things. The first thing is what Pope Tawadros said if the building of the churches is the price we have to pay.
Is the price we have to pay. Yes.
We are ready to do this for Egypt and for the freedom of
Yes.
Egypt, which is a very, very important and meaningful statement from Pope Tawadros.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that touched my heart is Bishop Macarius of Suez.
Yes.
Who actually of the Coptic Catholic in Suez. He
Yes.
gathered the people, and in fact, our priests and other people also joined with Amba Macarius in the Church of the Good Shepherd in Suez, which was completely burned.
Yes.
And they stood in the church and prayed. From different denominations, and this was a very strong message that we Christians don't believe that the church is the building. The church is a group of believers,
Yes.
not the building itself. So a burned building will not stop us from praying, and also will not stop us from praying for those who burned the church. This was a very, very strong message.
It's really a very strong message that not only burnt churches are going to stop us, but God is always there, and by our praise, He's always there.
Yes, yes.
Can you tell us more of anything that happened in Cairo?
In Cairo, of course, there was using of the force. These demonstrations happened last Friday,
Yes.
like today, was actually violent, and they used guns and machine guns. And I witnessed this myself because the march of the demonstration was a few meters from our cathedral in Zamalek on the 15th of May bridge. And at the end of the march, there was a group of armed demonstrators who shooted the machine guns indiscriminately on the people.
Yes.
And the people in Bulak place, they fired back at them. So people were shot dead from both sides, which is very sad. But the people who think that these were peaceful demonstrations are actually wrong. And I personally don't comprehend the situation of the European Union and the United States administration.
Yes, of course.
But as a church, as an Anglican church, we are spread in 165 countries, and we are 85 million people. So I wrote and explained the situations, and today in the Church Times and yesterday in the Daily Telegraph, the real story was mentioned.
And of course, as you said, it is 100% sure, as we saw in the pictures and the videos, that this is not a peaceful protest. The sit-in, which was in either the Nahda Square or was in Rabaa al-Adawiyya, as we saw the guns and the machine guns and the Molotov cocktails and all those things. Reverend Bishop Mouneer Hanna, would you like to say anything to the people?
I just say to the people, stand firm, put your hands in each other's hands. Let us rebuild Egypt, and this is what happened. Is by all measures a miracle. Now we have a great opportunity to work together and to stand firm. And if anyone is able to notify the police about any terrorism or terrorists, that would be very important. That's what happened in Algeria. The people cooperated with the police in notifying them about any wrong things happening. So, and by this, the police in Algeria was able to overcome the terrorism that happened in the 90s. So I think we can do the same, and by God's grace and by uniting with each other, we will be able to rebuild our beloved country again.
Yes, Reverend Bishop Mouneer Hanna, the head of the Apostolic Church in Cairo and South Africa, thank you so much for your phone call, and thank you for everything you have said.